Hello and welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Have you ever seen someone in their 80s moving with ease, radiating strength and confidence, while someone 20 years younger struggles just to take a few steps? It's one of those puzzles about getting older. Why do some people maintain their energy and zest for life, while others seem to lose it far too soon? The answer isn't luck. It isn't just about genetics, and it's certainly not some sort of magic trick. In reality, it comes down to a handful of straightforward, research-backed habits that shape how we age on every level, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Today, I want to let you in on what I call the 6 golden habits for healthy aging. If you're past 50, this is for you. These are not random tips or hollow claims. These are strategies supported by leading medical professionals and researchers at places like Harvard and the National Institute on Aging. Powerful insights most older adults never actually get to hear. At Timeless Wisdom, we believe that growing older shouldn't mean letting go of your independence, your vitality, or your happiness. It's about gaining wisdom, enjoying greater freedom, and having the power to live your life your way. Whether you've already started looking into ways to stay healthy, or you're just beginning to consider how your daily choices affect your future, this video is packed with practical, real-life solutions you can use right away. We're focusing on doable steps, not fads or miracle cures, just real changes that make a real difference. And here's the little-known truth. It's often the smallest, most consistent habits that matter most, especially if you build them before any major problems start to show up. Once fatigue or forgetfulness become routine, it's much harder to turn things around. That's why it's so important to put these habits into practice every day. They're your best shield against the health challenges that can come with aging. So, what are these key habits? What do those strong, independent 80-year-olds know that sets them apart? Stay with me, because I'm about to walk you through 6 essential steps that can help you boost your energy, protect your mind, and hold on to your freedom, without huge expenses or radical changes. But first, if you value down-to-earth advice about aging well, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. And let me ask, is there a small habit you've added to your routine lately that helps you feel more alive? Tell us about it in the comments. All right, let's get started with the very first habit. It's incredibly simple, easy to overlook, but powerful enough to transform your everyday life. Cerbera 1. Daily walking. The simplest habit that keeps you young. It doesn't take a gym membership, you don't need special equipment, and no, you're not too old to start. Walking, something you already know how to do, might just be the most powerful natural tool you have to fight aging. You see, every time you take a step, your body responds. Your heart beats stronger, your lungs expand, your joints get a chance to move, not stiffen. But the real magic is what walking does over time. According to Harvard Medical School, walking just 30 minutes a day can lower your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That's not a small number. That's your life. Longer, stronger, and more independent. Your body was built to move, and when you don't use it, you lose it. Simple as that. Let me tell you about Raymond, a 73-year-old retired mechanic from Ohio. A few years ago, he struggled just to climb the stairs in his own home. My legs felt heavy, my mind was foggy. I thought it was just age catching up to me, he said. But his doctor told him to start walking. Nothing extreme, just 10 minutes a day. 2 years later, he's walking 2 miles every morning. No more cane, no more back pain. And the best part, his energy is back. It's like I've added 10 years to my life, he told me. This isn't about fitness, it's about freedom. Walking improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and boosts oxygen flow to your brain. That means clearer thinking, sharper memory, and a mood that doesn't spiral when life gets hard. For seniors over 60, walking isn't just movement, it's medicine. It's one of the most effective daily habits for longevity, and it costs you nothing but time and a little effort. And here's something most people don't realise: the mental benefits of walking might be even greater than the physical ones. A study from Stanford University found that walking increases creative thinking by up to 60%. So if you're ever feeling stuck, sad, or overwhelmed, just lace up your shoes and head outside. The rhythm of your steps, the feel of fresh air, it's nature's way of clearing the mind. Now imagine this: you're 85, you're not in a wheelchair, you're not confined to a recliner, you're outside, walking the same trail you walked at 55. Birds in the trees, sun on your back. You feel steady, you feel strong, you feel alive. That's the promise of walking. Not perfection, but progress. Not speed, but consistency. And you don't have to start big: 5 minutes around the block, a slow stroll after dinner, even pacing the hallway during commercial breaks. Every step counts. Every movement sends a message to your body: I'm still here, I still care. For those seeking natural health for seniors, walking stands alone as the habit that meets you where you are. You can walk alone and reflect. You can walk with friends and connect. You can walk slowly. You can walk briskly. But no matter how you do it, just keep walking. Because aging gracefully isn't about turning back the clock. It's about moving forward with purpose, with strength, and with the steady, quiet power of a habit that works. You don't need a better body to begin, but if you begin, you'll get a better body and a better life. This is your time. This is your habit. And this is the simplest thing you can do today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow. Number 2, eat to live long. Not to live fast food is more than fuel, it's information. Every bite you take sends a message to your body, telling it to heal, to protect, or to slowly break down. The truth is, many aging problems don't start in your bones or your brain. They start on your plate. And if you're over 50, what you eat matters more now than ever before. Most people don't realise it, but our nutritional needs actually increase with age. Your body needs more support to fight inflammation, repair cells, and keep your immune system sharp. Yet so many seniors reach for fast food, frozen meals, or processed snacks. It's easy, it's cheap, but it's also dangerous. Let me introduce you to Evelyn. She's 68, lives in Arkansas, and used to eat the way most of us do: toast for breakfast, deli meat for lunch, microwave dinners at night. She felt tired all day. Her blood pressure was rising, her joints ached. One day, her doctor looked her in the eye and said, "You're feeding disease, not health." That hit hard. So Evelyn made one change. She started adding real, colourful vegetables to her meals: spinach with breakfast, roasted carrots for lunch, a salad every night. Within 6 months, she had lost 15 pounds. Her cholesterol dropped, and the fog in her mind started to lift. She didn't go on a diet. She just went back to food that looks like it came from the earth. This is what senior nutrition really means: eating whole foods that help your body age well, not foods that steal your strength behind the scenes. Leafy greens like kale and collard greens are rich in vitamin K, which supports bone strength and reduces the risk of fractures. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines are loaded with omega-3s, helping to protect your brain from age-related decline. Whole grains like oats and brown rice keep your blood sugar steady. No more crashing in the afternoon. And don't overlook hydration. As we get older, our sense of thirst fades, but your body still needs water to regulate temperature, move nutrients, and flush out toxins. Choose water over soda, herbal tea over sugary drinks. Add lemon or cucumber slices if it helps you drink more. A study published in Neurology found that seniors who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats, had a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline. That's powerful. That's preventive care on your fork. Now let's be honest. Nobody's perfect. You don't need to count every calorie or swear off chocolate forever, but there's a big difference between treating yourself and sabotaging your health. Processed meats, packaged snacks, sugary cereals, these are not neutral choices. They speed up aging from the inside out. They inflame your joints, dull your thinking, and exhaust your body. This is why so many doctor tips for older adults start with food, because it's the one part of your health you control 3 times a day. And it doesn't have to be complicated. One simple rule: if it doesn't look like it came from nature, it probably isn't helping you. You don't need to starve yourself, you need to nourish yourself. Not for vanity, not for weight loss, but for energy, for clarity, for freedom. Because when your body feels good, you move more, you laugh more, you live more. So open your fridge. What do you see? Is it building the future you want or holding you back? You have the power to choose foods that support your independence, that protect your memory, that prevent the illnesses we often blame on age alone. Eating well is not about restriction. It's about intention. And every intentional bite you take becomes one more step toward a life that feels good, not just longer, but better in every way. Start with one meal. Make it fresh. Make it colourful. Make it count. Sugar 3. Keep your mind fit. Don't let age steal your memory. Your legs need movement to stay strong. So does your brain. Most people worry about losing mobility as they age, but they don't always see the silent threat creeping in. Memory loss. It starts small, a forgotten name, a missed appointment. You brush it off, thinking it's nothing. But then it happens again and again, and suddenly it feels like your thoughts are slipping through your fingers. Here's what too few people are told. Your brain can stay sharp, active, and engaged for decades, but only if you train it. Mental decline is not an automatic part of aging. It's a result of neglect. And the good news is, with the right daily habits, you can protect your mind just like you protect your bones and muscles. Reading, for example, is one of the most accessible and powerful brain exercises. Whether it's a novel, a newspaper, or even a recipe book, when you read, your brain has to focus, process, and remember. It activates areas responsible for comprehension, memory, and imagination. Think of it as lifting weights, but for your memory. Then there are puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, logic games. These challenge your problem-solving skills and force your brain to adapt. Studies from the University of Exeter and King's College London have shown that people who regularly engage in puzzles experience better short-term memory and processing speed than those who don't. Let me tell you about Martha, 70, from Minnesota. After she retired, she started forgetting details, nothing major, but it scared her. So she started small, reading every morning, playing word games on her tablet, and even taking a beginner Spanish class at the local community centre. "It's like my mind woke up again," she said. "I feel more alert, more present, and I'm actually having fun." Fun matters. When you enjoy the activity, your brain is more likely to stay engaged and form new connections. That's a key to brain health after 60, and that's why learning something new, like painting, a musical instrument, or even digital tools, can be so powerful. It pushes your mind into unfamiliar territory. It builds new pathways that support attention, focus, and memory. But one of the most underrated brain boosters? Conversation. Engaging with others forces your brain to listen, respond, and adapt in real time. When you talk with friends, share stories, or even debate ideas, you're not just socializing, you're exercising your brain. In fact, older adults who stay socially active show slower rates of cognitive decline, according to research from the Mayo Clinic. This is why senior health tips must include mental fitness. It's not optional, it's vital. And you don't have to spend hours a day doing mental gymnastics. Even 15 minutes of reading, a few puzzles, a meaningful phone call. These small, consistent choices add up. They help you hold on to the most precious part of aging well, your sense of self. Healthy aging isn't just about moving your body, it's about staying mentally alive, curious, engaged, awake to life. Because your memories are more than just facts, they're your connection to who you are and who you love. So the next time you're choosing how to spend your time, ask yourself, is what I'm doing keeping my brain strong or letting it grow dull? You don't need a special program, you just need a reason. And here it is. Because your mind is worth protecting. Because your story isn't over. Because the best parts of life still need you. Present, aware, and connected. Your brain is listening to what you feed it, so feed it stories, challenges, conversations. Feed it something that makes it grow. That's how you keep your memory, by choosing not to give it away. Suck 4. Stay strong as you age. It's not age that weakens you, it's muscle loss. People don't grow old because of the number on their birthday cake. They grow old because they lose strength. And the science behind that decline has a name: sarcopenia. It's the gradual, often unnoticed loss of muscle that begins as early as your 40s and accelerates after 60. But here's what most don't realize. You can slow it, stop it, even reverse it. Not with medication, not with expensive treatments, but with something simple: resistance training. Your muscles are your independence. They help you stand up without wobbling, carry your groceries, climb stairs without grabbing a railing. When they fade, everything becomes harder. But the great news, even gentle movements done consistently can bring your strength back. Alan, a 74-year-old retired postman from North Carolina, learned this firsthand. After a mild fall at the supermarket, his doctor told him he was at risk for future injuries due to muscle loss. Instead of waiting for things to get worse, Alan started slow, just 5 minutes a day of wall push-ups, light dumbbell lifts, and short squats near the kitchen counter. 3 months later, he wasn't just steadier, he was stronger. "I didn't think it would make this much difference," he said, "but now I can get out of my recliner without bracing myself." This is what daily habits for longevity are all about. Not dramatic change, but simple effort repeated over time. If you're looking to age with power, not just passively drift through your later years, resistance training should be your foundation, not to build bulky muscles, but to preserve the ones you already have. And no, you're not too old to start. In fact, the older you are, the more you need it. Start with body weight movements, gentle squats using a chair for support, arm curls with water bottles, planks on a wall to activate your core. You don't need to go to a gym, you just need to move with purpose. According to the National Institute on Aging, strength training twice a week can improve balance, reduce fall risk, and boost bone density. That's not just helpful, it's life-saving, because falls are one of the leading causes of injury in people over 65, and strong muscles are your first line of defense. This isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional too. When you feel weak, you hesitate. You avoid the walk, you stop playing with your grandkids, you begin shrinking from the life you used to enjoy. But strength training changes that. It gives you back control. It gives you confidence. And here's the part no one talks about. It makes you feel younger, not because your age changes, but because your posture improves, your steps feel steadier, your body feels more alive, and every time you lift something a little easier than before, you remember that you are not fading, you are rebuilding. This is senior health at its core, not just treating problems, preventing them, taking the lead before things fall apart. If your goal is over 60 wellness, don't skip this. Make strength a non-negotiable, not for appearance, for freedom. So the next time you stand up from a chair or reach for a cabinet, ask yourself, do I feel strong? If the answer is no, you can change that, starting today. Because aging doesn't take away your strength, inactivity does. And your body, even now, is waiting for your signal to fight back. Number 5. Social connection, the overlooked medicine for a longer life. You can eat right, you can walk every day, you can even lift weights and sleep 8 hours. But if you're doing all that in silence, alone, something vital is still missing. Human connection isn't just a nice to have, it's survival. And for older adults, it might be the most powerful form of healing that no one talks about. Loneliness is more than a feeling. It's a biological stressor. According to research published in Perspectives on Psychological Science, chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%. That's the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises inflammation, weakens your immune system, and speeds up cognitive decline. Your body, your brain, and your heart all know when you're alone, and they respond. Carolyn, a 76-year-old widow in Arizona, used to spend most days inside. Her kids had moved away. Her husband had passed. She told herself she was fine, until she wasn't. Sleep got harder. Her blood pressure rose. Her memory started to fade. It wasn't until she joined a local book club that everything began to shift. Weekly conversations, shared laughter, a reason to look forward to tomorrow. I didn't realize how much I missed hearing someone say my name, she admitted. That's the power of social connection. It grounds you. It reminds you that you still belong. And it doesn't take much. A simple phone call, a walk with a neighbour, volunteering at the community garden, or helping out at your local library. These are more than social gestures. They're natural health for seniors, free, meaningful, and deeply effective. Loneliness, when left unchecked, creates isolation. Isolation shrinks your world, narrows your perspective, and slowly chips away at your joy. But connection expands you. It brings light into the room again. It lifts your spirits and strengthens your body. This is more than aging gracefully advice. It's a wake-up call. When you talk to someone face to face, your brain releases oxytocin, a hormone that lowers stress and boosts mood. Your immune system gets a lift. Your heart rate stabilizes and your mind feels sharper, more alive. Studies show that socially active seniors are far less likely to develop dementia or depression. Think about this. How many times have you felt better after simply talking to someone? Not even about something deep. Just sharing a story, a laugh, or a memory. That's not coincidence. That's chemistry. That's healing. This is why senior home remedies aren't just about herbs and hot tea. They're also about people. About putting yourself in a space where someone knows your name, hears your voice, and cares that you showed up. You don't need a crowd. 1 or 2 people who genuinely care can be enough. And if life has made that harder, if people have moved away or drifted apart, you can rebuild, one message, one invitation, one shared cup of coffee at a time. Because the truth is, you're not meant to go through this stage of life alone. You're meant to be surrounded, seen, included. So if you're watching this and feeling even a little bit alone, please take action. Reconnect with an old friend, join a local group, say hello to someone new. Not tomorrow, today. Your heart, your brain, and your future will thank you for it. So, verse 6. Deep sleep. The most important habit that too many forget sleep isn't a luxury. It's your body's nightly repair shop. And yet, as we age, it's one of the first things we ignore and one of the first things to fall apart. Poor sleep doesn't just make you feel tired, it clouds your memory, throws off your hormones, weakens your immune system, and slowly chips away at your mood, your focus, and your ability to heal. The truth is, sleep is one of the most powerful longevity tips you'll ever hear. But most people don't act on it until it's already causing damage. Michael, 67, from Colorado, used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night. His doctor gave him pills, but they left him groggy. It wasn't until he changed his nighttime routine, No screens after 8, gentle stretching before bed, and a fixed bedtime, that things turned around. "I didn't just sleep better," he said. "I started thinking clearer. My blood pressure dropped. I had energy again." That's what deep restorative sleep does. It doesn't just rest your body, it restores your life. During sleep, your brain cleans out waste, literally removing toxins that build up during the day. It strengthens memories, regulates cortisol, your stress hormone, and balances insulin levels to protect against weight gain and fatigue. Without enough good sleep, even the best efforts, walking, eating right, staying social, don't work as well. That's why sleep is a senior health tip we cannot afford to overlook. Here's the part no one tells you. As we get older, our sleep needs don't decrease, but our ability to fall and stay asleep changes. That's not failure. It's biology. The good news, you can work with it. Start by creating the right environment. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet and dark. Avoid bright screens, phones, tablets, TVs that disrupt melatonin production. Try reading or meditating instead. Your body needs signals that it's time to wind down. Go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. This helps train your internal clock, which gets more fragile after 60. And if your mind won't stop racing, write your thoughts down before lying down or listen to calming music. Gentle practices like these support your natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. Hydration matters too, but cut off liquids a couple of hours before bed and steer clear of caffeine or heavy meals in the evening. They disrupt deep sleep, even if you fall asleep quickly. A good night's rest is one of the simplest ways to timeless wisdom. It sharpens your brain, lifts your mood, protects your heart, and prepares your body to move, think, and thrive the next day. Think of it this way. If walking is how you train your muscles, sleep is how your body builds them back stronger. If food is how you fuel your day, sleep is how your systems process it efficiently. If conversation keeps your mind alive, sleep is what keeps your memories intact. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Even a few nights of quality sleep each week can lower inflammation, improve focus, and boost your overall well-being. So tonight, give your body what it's begging for. Create space for deep rest. Respect your bedtime the way you would a doctor's appointment. And remind yourself that sleep isn't the end of your day. It's the foundation of your health. It's time we stop seeing sleep as something we sacrifice and start seeing it as the daily gift we give ourselves to stay sharp, steady, and strong. Growing older isn't the end of the story. It's the chapter where you finally get to live it your way, with clarity, strength, and intention. The 6 habits we explored today don't require money, perfect health, or even a head start. They only ask one thing, that you begin, not someday, but today. Because it's not age that makes you weaker. It's giving up the habits that once made you strong. Every choice you make, whether it's a stroll through your neighborhood, picking up a book that excites your mind, enjoying a wholesome meal, reaching out to a loved one, or taking a moment to stretch before bedtime, has the power to shape your journey. These simple habits are not insignificant. They're the building blocks of a meaningful, vibrant life. Let these be the years where you embrace timeless wisdom, focusing not just on living longer, but on living better and with greater joy. Remember, healthy aging isn't about running from the finish line. It's about making every single day truly matter. Which positive habit will you start today? Let us know in the comments below. If today's message from Timeless Wisdom spoke to you, please share it with someone close to your heart. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more inspiring insights.